Happy New Year, Aries. Welcome to 2020. It's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do your reading for January 2020, and we have that visual acuity, right? Clear vision. What are you focusing on in the near future? All right, put your thoughts into positive things. Focus on positive things. And like I always tell you, if you fall off the wagon and things go haywire in your life, just ask Spirit what good is coming out of this. Get back on the wagon and redirect your thoughts into positive things because you are deserving of the best of everything. So we start off with, I don't read in the reverse. I put these upside down. Here we go. Oh, how nice. Ace of Cups. Now, to me, this is, whenever I get the aces, to me, it's like a major arcana because this is the hand of God. This is a blessing. So for some of you, this is an invitation to love. That would be nice. Even if you're in a relationship that's gone kind of cold or stale, this is reinventing that relationship, that loving relationship. This is the sensual pleasures of life. I feel loved. I feel appreciated. I feel wanted. Maybe that has been lacking in your relationship, and that will be replenished. The cup will be refilled. And for some of you, it's about work or work relationship with your friends, social situation, school. You fell out of love with it. All right. And this is about you falling back in love with it. You getting reignited. This is more spiritual. Like something has inspired you with this group of people, this place, this thing, whatever it was you may have felt like walking away from. This is, like I said, a quelling, an overflowing of emotion here. And this is God giving you the cup and saying, here, take it, drink from it, replenish yourself. That Holy Spirit, that inspiration, that fire, Aries. For some of you, you will actually meet someone new. If you're not coupled, or if you just got a divorce, or you're separating, this could be someone coming into your life. But this isn't fleeting, and this is not just like a hookup. This is an invitation to love, the love that you have been lacking in your life. And this is a person who is going to be a person you've never had in your life before. And no one has loved you like this before, but this is healthy love. Okay, this is a love that is lasting and committed to each other. Now, for some of you, this could be like an agape love, okay? This is a quelling of love even within yourself. Things that you haven't felt about yourself ever in your life or in a long while. This is that replenishment. This is restorative. You see, and the water is calm here as this is overflowing. The yods are there and it's dropping into the water, but you still don't have ripples. So you're in a calm state. It's not like you went into this impetuously, like an Aries, you just dive right in. This is not like that. This is really something lasting, a healthy, loving relationship with self, with spirit, with a mate or partner in life. For love, physical love, this could be a good pairing in a business partner that's starting up for you. Now, for some of you, it's, like I said, this is something in a relationship that's gone stale, it's gone cold, and you really thought the river ran dry. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, out of the blue, something happens and something changes and rekindles something within you and this person. There are times that we go through an ebb and flow, and even like a 7-year cycle, and it's all planetary too, if you look at it. And you don't yin when they yang. And then this is the alignment that comes back together with the two of you, and that's that, like, oh yeah, that's why I fell in love with you. Okay, so this is nice for a couple that has been having some coolness with each other. You've been adrift, disconnected. This is the emotions that you need. And this is, with the cups, it is water, it is emotion. So this is something even deepening in you. It's like a higher love than the love you first had. If anyone who's been in a long-term relationship can understand this, where you fall in and out of love with your husband or wife or your partner, right? And then the next time you fall in love with each other again, it's a different kind of love. It's not the love when you first met. This is something more enriched. So if you put that into perspective with anything that's going on right now in your life, this is the beginning for you. Now, this card does mean for me in the Northern Hemisphere, the autumn, but that's too far off right now to look ahead because these are short readings. They go about 3 months. But it could have started back in the autumn in the Northern Hemisphere, spring in the Southern Hemisphere for you, where you met this person and things are now starting to really take off for you. But like I said, even for some of you, this is your own inspiration, spiritual guidance. This is intuition. This is things like just coming out of the blue. Like I said, this is at 2020. You're starting to see clearly. You're focusing more. Maybe you're focusing more on what's coming in also, and you're accepting these downloads, and you're starting to sense more of that fire within you, and emotionally you're going forward with greater ideas, deepening in your own pleasures in life, where you feel love for yourself, you feel creative, you feel confident, you feel assured. These are the central pleasures. Money can't buy these kind of things, and this is what this card represents for you. So this is really a nice start of the year, Aries. 5 of Wands. Okay, so this is a lot of wand energy, right? That's a fire. Now with the 5 of Wands, for some of you, there's going to be some competition. Healthy competition. Now, if this is work-related or in a relationship, there might be other people vying for the same position you're in. Although you're in the mix, this is not anybody really fighting with each other. You're showing your stuff here. You know, you're putting your 2 cents in. You're not really like, let's say, diving into an argument, but you're just stacking yourself up against the competition here. Let's see what they have. I know what I can bring to the table. What do they have? I'm not going to be jealous of this or envious. I'm just going to observe here, because if there's something that's useful for me, I'm going to try and incorporate that into myself, my character, my life. And if there are things that I don't really care for as I observe it, I'll make sure that I don't embody those things. You know, could be a group of people you're with and you're stepping out. You're like, you know what, I'm done with this. Like I say, I'm done with the woods, like from Pineapple Express. And you're just walking away from this because you've outgrown them. And you're looking for something else. For some of you, this could be the start, like I said, of a business project or a partnership, something new that you're engaging with a group of people, and they're like-minded. So for some of you, you're all putting your ideas together, your inspiration. And I'm sorry about Mickey in the background. He's 20 years old and he has that little esophageal tightening there, so I apologize. But there's a lot of energy here with the 5, right? We know that dynamic number. So you're coming together with very creative minds. Maybe you're starting a new project, whether it's with art or music, the sciences, it doesn't matter. Something you are creating and coming together to put your ideas together. But this is not a competition that is cutthroat. This is a healthy competition. This is everyone bringing something different together here to collaborate on something wonderful that you could bring forth. Let me just see what else. Yeah, this is really working on things. Be careful of the ego, you know, with this card, because ego can get in the way where somebody wants to outshine another. You know, that could be a sense of insecurity in that person or immaturity. They're not evolved. And I know with Aries, you don't tolerate that. You don't like incompetence. You want everybody to be on par with you. I have learned over the years as an Aries, stay in your lane, bro. Okay, stay in your lane. Don't worry about the race somebody else is running. Okay, that's how we foul ourselves up and trip and don't make it to the finish line. Put those blinders on. Stay focused on the end goal. Keep it in sight. Whatever someone else is doing, if they're slower than you, if they're faster than you, if they're not as good as you think they're better than you, is none of your business. You do you. Okay, because nobody else can do you. And let them do them. And like I said, just observe. Because if you think everyone is going to do everything the exact same way you do it and get the same outcome, you're going to be greatly disappointed. So accept the differences in everyone else and just look at the positives and accentuate that. So with this energy, I really feel like you're really creating a lot and stirring a lot of things up. For some of you, you're coming together with some group or organization that you're working on something, and maybe you're doing a divination group, a spiritual group, a healing group, Reiki, even something maybe with your church or school, where you're all coming together and putting an energy into helping other people, healing. And that's a beautiful thing, to dedicate yourself to that, because we know the wands bring that fire of healing, creation, and inspiration for yourself and for others. Oh, nice. The Chariot, is Cancer in the tarot. But this is victory at all costs for you. And this is a water card. So you have 2 water cards of fire. And this is really about bringing it and in a balance. So if you've been out of balance, this is about that. I was talking about the yin and the yang. This is bringing that yin and yang back together. And you got to hold on. And this is like saying, who's driving? You're driving. You're in charge here. You're focused and determined. Now, chariot ride, would be very bumpy and uncomfortable. But look, you're on a smooth playing field here. So whatever the opposition is, the competition, the obstruction, the discord in your life, this is finding a way to circumnavigate it and win. This is like you pulling a whole new rabbit out of the hat, and people are like, oh, they didn't expect you to do this. Maybe they expected you to be aggressive or bold or angry or upset. But you handle it in a different way, a more evolved way, and you ambush them with your new found way of doing things or handling things or speaking. Because we know Aries, we can have fire in our tongues when we talk, and it could be inspiration, or it can just burn someone to just dust. So with this card, I'm just saying, you're starting to take charge of the situation, but you have the wisdom of the stars and the universe here. You see in his belt, he has all of the zodiac here in the sash and the stars in the heavens. So this is a greater wisdom, again, coming from the blue, this 2020 acuity we're loving for you. The blending of opposites in an equality to win in the situation. Instead of butting heads and ramming at each other, it's like you outmaneuver them. When something gets in your way, go around it. Aries like to ram straight through with their head, and that's what the chariot would be. But in this sense, I see that you're very empowered. You have a lot more wisdom. And he looks like he's really tired of it all. He's tired. And so the battle is over. He's won, and he has, or she is successful. So this is a great victory. And this is finding your balance again, okay? With yourself, with your relationship, with this one-on-one, with a partner, with a group of people, with school, with work, an organization, whatever this would represent for you. This is a great card. Okay, and the number 7, this is the number of humanity. You made a stand for yourself, and you're showing them, I don't play, but I can play nice if I have to. Some people are just tired of the BS that they're getting with other people, and they have to dance around the situation. Aries just like to just get right to the point, say what we've got to say, and then people are left hurt. And you're okay, let's get Chinese food, but in the meantime, they said what they had to say to you, and it might not have been constructive criticism. It could have been an attack, and you kind of hit them with the Aries aggression or verbal onslaught, and they were stunned by it. And you win the situation. For some of you, I don't know why I'm saying this, some of you might just really get into an argument with somebody that you've just been putting up with for too long and being very nice, and now you just charged and came out differently, which is a very different thing than what I said before. So for some of you, there are Aries that are more in control of themselves and maybe get abused in situations with people they love or work situation. This is you really taking charge and, maybe just coming out and saying what you have to say and restoring the balance in your life, even if that means you leaving the situation, riding off into the sunset, away from this person, this job, the school, whatever this is. For some of you, it is about you just having, leveling the playing field, drawing the line in the sand and saying, I'm not going to do this anymore. And you ride off into the sunset, empowered here with great wisdom and knowledge, because I feel like you're tired, Aries. You're so tired of something, some of you. I don't know why, but that's what they're saying for some of you, if that makes sense. But here it is, the healing card. How beautiful is this? So for me, this is like a major, and this is. So this here, the star is healing for you. And the star is Aquarius. Okay, and that's January. Okay, so this is right in line. This could be even during the time of Aquarius. All right, January, it's the 20th or 21st, 22nd this year. I have to look. Starting with that, you could feel a sense of healing and replenishment. You see how she feeds the earth from the pool of water, and the pool of water from the earth feeds the water well. This is the cycle of life. Keep wishing on your star. Have hope, dear Aries. Set your intentions for this year. And it's not like a diet or something like quit smoking. Sure, those are great things, but do it on a better scale. See yourself as healthy this year. And that would encompass anything that's throwing you out of whack for health that you know of and don't know of that you're putting in your body with eating, smoking, drinking, drugs, whatever. Just say, I see myself as healthy. I am. That's it, the mighty I am. Especially Aries. Our mantra is I am. I am healthy this year. I am healthier this year. I am healed this year. I am stable this year. I'm financially secure this year. I have a solid foundation in my relationships this year. I am a calmer person this year. I am working less this year. I'm retired this year with everything I want and need provided for me. So you put it into your own words, because the star is saying if this is important to you, keep wishing on your star. Because if it isn't and you give up, it wasn't that important to you. And don't focus on what's going on around you. We're going back to this with stay in your lane, bro. Put the blinders on. Instead of focusing on what's going on in your life around you that you think is detracting you from having everything you want, have your pity party, feel bad for yourself, cry, get angry, whatever, and then go back to the focus of I am, and say that positive thing. It's such a creative, powerful word to say I am, right? Those words, and creating what you want in your life, because this is the card that's saying it may seem impossible to you. It may take a longer time than you want it to. Aries, they want everything like now, right? Gemini, they want it yesterday, but Aries want it right now. And this is about learning to be patient and letting the universe conspire to change everything in your life and rearrange people, places, and things just for you, Aries. So let it take the time it takes. And when your energy drops and you start thinking the wrong things and feeling the wrong things that are not helping you get to you want to, like I said, let it out, release it, rebreathe, get back on the wagon and start focusing back on this again. And it can happen. And you'll notice in 6 months, a year, 3 years, whatever it takes for this to come into your life and manifest, you can say, wow, I wanted that 3 years ago, or a year ago, or 6 months ago. And you'll say, how come this came faster? Well, what was my frame of mind? Where was my heart set at? What was I saying, thinking, and feeling? That's the power, Aries. You need to keep that mojo going in a positive way. Yeah, I know life gets in the way. And I know it's a distraction. And I know you get tired and you're working too hard, or there's things going on in your personal life. Those are things that are happening around you, but it doesn't define what's going to happen for your life. You need to stay focused on the healing and knowing that everything that's happening now, even if it seems like the worst thing ever, is bringing you to what you asked for. And what if, right? What if that's what's going on? All this misery. Some people, 38, 40, 60 years of their lives, they've had a tumultuous life. You see it in their chart. And then they think, what if? And you can change everything, and you can. And remembering, your soul is only given with so much that it can bear in any one lifetime. And you created this lifetime. Whether it was tough this lifetime or easy, you created. And that's for your soul's evolvement. And the souls that work harder in any one lifetime are looking for major growth. And you're probably saying, yeah, I can't wait till I'm done with all this stuff. And it happens for me. It will. It will. Just keep believing that, Aries, and you will have the healing and the help that you need. And Aries, Aquarius is all about progress, things coming to you out of the blue, and it's a very humanitarian feeling. So there could be things in the works coming for you in the unseen you don't realize. So just keep focusing on that star. And look, you don't have to wish for one thing, they're saying. You could wish for all of these things and just focus on them. So I hope this helps you and it resonates with you. I'll see you guys next month. I hope you have a great month. Happy New Year again. I wish it to be a healthy, happy, blessed New Year for you. And I don't know what's best for you. That's why I say always, I wish you the best, so that whatever happens for you is the best in your life. So I'll see you guys next month. Thanks for watching. I wish you the best.